Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for ScubaRadio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling your radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that ScubaRadio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for ScubaRadio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ and Bubble Boy in the studio with me today. How are you, boys?
We're doing well.
Doing all right, Bubble
I'll speak
Boy?
I'll speak for both of us.
Well, okay.
Thanks for fixing the microphone, Greg. It's not falling down anymore.
Well, I mean, since the last time you broke it.
Give it time.
Exactly.
Wow, I am starting my third drink already.
Well, there's that. You have to be lubricated to do this show sometimes. And look, you know, we got a lot of cool stuff to cover today. And despite that...
Oh, that'll be a nice change.
Yeah. You know, and we have the stores, but we have our ScubaRadio Scuba Squad, Barry the Bugger, with us today. How about that?
I'm here.
Jerry the Diver Guy, I believe he's with us.
But
today.
listen anyway.
Exactly. And to offset all of that nonsense, Barry and Jerry, we have Mermaid Rachel with us. Rachel, how are you? What's going on?
Hey guys, I am doing well. I just got back from Mexico at midnight yesterday, so I'm kind of recovering and decompressing and trying to catch up on life here in the U.S.
Well, there you go. I can't think of a better way to off-gas than to spend it with us on ScubaRadio after a week of, was it a week of diving in Mexico?
Yeah, it was about 15 days.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
That's 2 weeks, Greg.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 weeks. Well, yeah. There, you had an extended stay outside the country. Yeah, you did not. Well, I guess actually you did have to get a COVID test on your way back in, didn't you?
I did.
Because that changed officially, I believe it's today, that they're removing the requirement to have a COVID test to get back from international travel into the USA.
Yes, now they're doing stool samples.
Stool? No, I don't believe that's accurate.
Oh, somebody lied to me.
Yes, that was
what they
just
told me to do.
That was just, did the TSA agent have a glimmer in his eye?
Eat your poo.
Hey, wait, what? I don't think that was a requirement. But yeah, supposedly the USA requirement for COVID testing to get back in the U.S. for your international travel is currently being removed.
Thank God.
Yes, about damn time. So that is a good thing for travel in general, but especially for dive travel. But it sounds like you got just back in time where you had to get a test to get back in the States, didn't you there, Rachel?
Yeah, that's correct. So it's about 500 pesos, so roughly around $30. You do the normal swab, and then they send it off to you via email.
Right.
So I guess I must have had the very last day.
Yeah, I think you did. You got in under the wire. But it's good you don't have it. You tested negative, so, you know, at least you have the peace of mind. No, you didn't pick up anything on your travels. But you were over there for a couple weeks in Mexico doing a free diving competition. Is that what it was? You were competing to see how deep
correct.
You could go, or what was the categories that you were competing in, Rachel?
Yeah, so there's 3 different categories that you could train in for this. They were all depth. This was a depth competition.
Yeah.
So you're diving down with bifins on one breath. There's a dive line. So the other discipline is called free immersion, where you're pulling yourself up and down the line on one breath. And then the last one is no fins. So it's basically using a modified breaststroke down to depth and back up again.
Wow. Can you give us your best of what you did in the last couple of weeks, or what'd you do?
Yeah. So for bifins, I dove down to 40 meters on one breath, came back up, had a white card. Which
wait. Come on, Barry the boater. Barry the
I'm working
bugger.
on it right
He's
now.
an accountant. Yeah. Get out the abacus. You can figure out the metric conversion. But yeah, that about 120 feet, 40 meters, right?
Yeah,
Damn,
exactly.
that's pretty
I'm getting it.
good.
You forget I'm a genius sometimes, don't you?
No, not you, her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ego.
131.2 feet.
Okay.
Man.
I gave her a few extra feet there just 'cause
I said
I'm generous.
131. You said 120.
Did I? I thought I said 140. What did I say?
No, you said 120.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Listen,
All right,
Greg,
anyway.
listen.
See, I believe her if she said she dove that deep. Any of these other guys, I'd be like, they're lying.
Yeah. I mean, what was it tough? Or, I mean, when you're doing a competition like that, Rachel, you have to actually know before you go, right? You say, okay, I'm going to go to this depth and I'm very disciplined. I'm only going to go to this depth. I don't push it. Or do you push? You don't push it, do you? Right? I forget.
So you actually announce what depth you're going to dive the evening before at a certain time, and
Yeah.
then they'll actually set the dive line. So they have a line that you're diving along. It's both for safety and so you can actually you'll wear a lanyard, so like a wrist lanyard, an ankle lanyard, or a waist lanyard. So then you're attached to the dive line at all times. So it is a safety thing, but then at
Right.
the same time, you can't dive deeper than that because that's the deepest that the line is set. They have like a little tag at the bottom, a Velcro tag. You dive down, you grab the tag, and you come back up again with the tag, and that proves that you've gone to depth in addition to having a dive computer.
I got you. Barry the Bugger, what say you?
What of those three disciplines, which one burns the most oxygen, I guess, and which one burns the least?
For me, I would say that, and across the board, constant weight, no fins. So basically the modified breaststroke to depth. After about, 15, 20 meters, you're starting to hit free fall. So you're negatively buoyant, which is great on the way down because you can just hang out and relax and equalize. But on the way back up again, you'll do one stroke and then you'll sink down a little bit. And it's kind of humbling. So you just got to make sure that you have more gas in the tank for when you're on your way back up again.
Aha. Well, yeah, that is impressive stuff. I mean, how deep have you free dived before, Barry? What do you think? Do you have any idea?
6 feet.
6 feet, really?
Yeah, the swimming
Lame.
pool.
I've done 40, 50 feet.
I
down
have
in
no
the
idea. I've
Keys.
never really paid attention to it before, but I could try that next time.
Well, yeah,
Well,
you
it
got to get a
floats,
proper training to do that. Safely because
Who
it-
trained you,
I
Greg?
Well, I worked with the freediving people like Martin Stabanik and some pretty high-end folks. You know Martin and that gang, the performance freediving gang there, Rachel, or no?
Yeah, so I've never actually met Martin, but the freediving community, kind of like the scuba community, it's fairly small, so everybody kind of knows of everybody if they don't know them personally.
That's right.
Like 1 degree of separation.
Yeah, not to be a name dropper, but yeah, me and Martin are close personal friends.
Yeah, don't mention Greg's name.
He said hi to me once. Yeah. So, I know some people.
Called him a wannabe.
And, well, how deep have you been, Jerry the Diver Guy?
I have actually been down to 30 foot and stayed a minute and a half.
Okay. All right. So,
Congrats.
I'm not going to brag. I mean, it is what it is.
what do you mean? It is what it is.
I got 30 foot and I was happy with a minute and a half and come back up.
All right. But
But
you could
I had
do way
fins
better
on
than
too,
that.
so-
If you wanted, you could
Oh,
do
yeah.
much better.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I'm
if you
fat and lazy as you know what now. So
right, if you took someone like Jerry, would you give up on him, Rachel, or would you actually be able to take him deeper and longer?
Oh, yeah.
Free diving.
I was like, wait a second, hang on.
oh God help me.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
there he goes.
Please
again.
know that
So
I am
can give
clear of
somebody
this
the
one this
skills to
time.
safely
Yeah.
dive deeper and hold their breath for longer.
Right. Yeah. She just threw up a little in her mouth. I heard it.
Yeah,
But
We all
yeah.
did.
Yes.
I even did. So
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it's something. I mean, they told me when I did my class that they could pretty much take anybody off the street with a little bit of training and easily get them to hold their breath for over 3 minutes. 2.5 easy. 3. I did 3:08 my first class. But once again, I'm a genius. Right?
Yeah.
Got that?
Amazing
CJ?
job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you gave him that. You
you'll
shouldn't
be
have said
here all
that.
night.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about free diving, but we also got to talk about ugly fish. There is an issue with ugly fish, and scuba divers need to be aware of this situation and know how they can be proactive in helping the ugly fish. That's coming up on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Bula! You'll hear that a lot when you visit Fiji. It's more than a greeting. It's the spirit of this friendly country. With 333 islands, white sand beaches, and year-round tropical warmth, it's hard not to feel happy at this exceptional dive destination known as the soft coral capital of the world. Fiji Airways has a modern fleet of aircraft that take you to Fiji in style and at great prices. Contact your travel agent now or go to FijiAirways.com and plan your Fijian dive adventure. That's FijiAirways.com.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of ScubaRadio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures ScubaRadio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new ScubaRadio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 ScubaRadio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always. And I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New ScubaRadio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today, or stay a loser.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, this is Neil Watson, the Dive God.
And I'm Peter Hughes.
These guys come from legend. They're basically gods.
We've been around the block a time or two with the diving industry.
But I've never heard something as nutty as this.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
God's friggin' gift to humanity.
Now here's a guy I've been putting up with for over 20 years.
Greg, the Dive Master.
You can tell the master I'm done for the day.
Now beat it, loser.
And by the way, Greg, it's Peter Huge.
Whoa.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, and yeah, Neil, Peter, it's nice to have friends like that, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we have Mermaid Rachel, Barry the Bugger, Jerry the Diver Guy, Vinny Two Tanks has joined us, as well as Dr. Doug Ebersol making up the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad, and then we got CJ and Bubble Boy in the studio. So we got a lot of folks on board today, and definitely got to catch up with Dr. Doug here in just a bit and get an update on what he's been up to. But before we go to you, Dr. Doug, I do want to throw this story out there, or out there to everyone. And you may or may not be aware of the plight of the ugly fish. There was a story that came out the last few weeks that some scientists have discovered that ugly fish are much less likely to be protected than pretty fish.
Well, that makes sense. Same thing with like cute endangered species versus ugly endangered species.
Well, that's kind of what we're talking about, I guess. I don't know. I mean, but I wouldn't think the look of the fish would matter. I mean, like for instance, lionfish are some of the prettiest fish out there in the ocean, but we want to kill them.
Well,
kill them and eat them.
On this coast, we do.
Well, that's true because they're invasive
But
species,
not on
right?
the West Coast.
Well, yeah, where they're supposed to be, I guess you're right there. But
No,
but
there's
still,
no safe place for them.
But I mean, when they first started invading Caribbean waters where they weren't supposed to be, I was kind of a fan of the lionfish. I was like, well, look, yeah, I mean, they're not supposed to be here, but look how cool they look.
I thought you were a genius.
I am. And
Why
your point
were
is
you
what?
a fan of the lionfish?
Because they, like
where
I
they're
said,
not supposed to be.
They're pretty. I'm biased against pretty fish, evidently. I've I've learned that about myself because once again, I'm a genius.
So
that's self-aware.
So you're
right?
making my point that I'm not surprised by this.
No, that I am a genius.
Da, da, da.
What about Loretta the grouper, Greg?
Loretta, the grouper that we, had quite an experience with in the Bahamas.
She was a pretty grouper, though.
Yeah, the groupers I think are pretty fish. I mean, you'd back me up on that, wouldn't you, Bubble Boy?
Yeah.
Grouper, nice looking fish. And
Tasty also.
Say that again, Jerry. What?
Very tasty also.
Berry is tasty. Also,
No.
I
Very,
don't understand.
Let me translate from Virginia to English. Very, V-E-R-Y.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You've got
yeah.
berry.
I don't eat them.
I do.
I do.
Not a fan of eating the grouper.
Blackened grouper.
But I will say it's not because of how pretty the fish are. It's because I had those experiences like with Loretta the grouper in the Bahamas and some of the friendly groupers that are scattered throughout the Caribbean that the dive operators have created an experience with. And after you have one of the two of those, you're going, I don't really want to eat these guys.
Goddamn hippie.
No, I'm not. It's like eating a Labrador retriever. You have a pet dog. When you have that you don't want to, eat it after you've created a relationship with it, do you?
Of course not.
Yeah.
But groupers aren't smart.
The groupers that I've encountered actually were a lot smarter than I would have ever thought.
They know where to get their handouts. If you recall Slate feeding them.
Well, I don't think Slate does a lot with the groupers, but they do have some experiences with the groupers out throughout the Caribbean.
Right.
And once again, they are trainable to a certain extent. And when they come up to your face, even whether you're feeding them or not, and look at you right in your eye, and then you reach your hand out and rub their belly.
Don't eat me.
They actually turn sideways in the water column like get right there. Oh yeah, that's it. It's like giving your dog
That's no
rub
sign
down.
of intelligence. That's just they like the feeling.
Well, right, and then you're like, hey, they have a personality. I don't want to eat them now because. What? Wait, you're looking at me like I'm on. You think I'm crazy?
Greg,
Yeah.
Everything likes to be scratched. So.
All right. I think you guys are on crack.
So how can we help these ugly fish?
We may be on crack, but you're sniffing crack.
Well, you need to be aware that your personal bias against ugly fish might be affecting the ocean's ecosystem. I don't know. I mean,
maybe they just need to sell it better.
What, sell ugly fish? Save the ugly
sell
fish?
It as far as save them.
Save the ugly fish.
Yeah.
Specifically, or are we just saying ugly fish?
Yeah, ugly. If they're just boring, no color type fish, you're like, screw them.
Well,
I mean, I don't
like
fish. I'm not a fisherman.
Fish.
Well, you eat fish.
That toadfish or frogfish, whatever that thing walks along the ground with. That's kind of funky looking.
Yeah, but those are kind of cool. They're kind of
just ban them all and just save everything then.
Well, okay. So your point is you don't believe this study, Jerry, or what are you trying to say?
No, it's not that I don't believe anything. If you want to protect them, protect them.
Okay.
Just ban all fisheries.
Well, I'm not saying ban anything.
No,
I'm just saying you need to be aware that the ugly fish have a much tougher role in the ecosystem than pretty fish do.
What divers can do.
That's life in general, Greg.
Yeah. But
so you're saying you and Barry have no chance?
No, yeah.
Barry has no chance. I do.
We'll put lipstick on Jerry and then.
Whoa, hey now. You guys keep your personal lives off the radio, will you? My God.
There's plenty of time for makeovers later.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. We got a doctor in the house. Thank goodness.
We
Dr.
need a
Doug Ebersol.
psychiatrist in the house.
And he's questioning his participation.
He has a very
at
serious
this
look
point.
in his
As
face.
we all are.
Yeah, actually, I think he's frozen. I think he's frozen on YouTube and Facebook Live and Twitch.
He's in shock. With disgust.
Mortified.
Oh, golly.
That's the perfect way. There he is.
Well, Dr. Doug, I don't know. Do you got anything to save this group of maniacs, or what are your thoughts? Any? What do you think?
I'm not sure. Can you guys hear me? I've got really unstable Wi-Fi. I can't even see you guys. It's kind of coming and going.
Yeah,
but,
we can
is my
hear
audio
you.
coming through?
Yep, we got you. If you can hear us.
Okay, good.
So, I mean, what do you think?
So I
Ugly
guess,
fish?
like you were guys saying,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's just the typical people don't want to save sharks, but they'll save dolphins or whatever. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know much about pretty fish or ugly fish. I guess you're going to have hard time saving the some sort of ugly bottom-dwelling fish as opposed to a beautiful parrotfish or something.
Yeah. Okay, we'll put it like this way. If you're like Barry and Jerry, like the sea slug of the ocean's depths.
No slug.
You have no chance at surviving. Yeah, the world is against you, I guess. Is that the moral of this story?
Could be.
Okay.
That's the moral of life in general, I guess.
Okay, a little lipstick, though, according to Barry, will fix it right up. But that's a whole nother issue. More coming up. Stay close.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
It's better in the Bahamas. Want proof? Book Bahama Dive Week in Nassau, June 11th through the 18th. Caradonna Dive Adventures is your connection for this 6-night stay at the all-inclusive Breezes Bahamas, where you'll enjoy excellent prices on accommodations and 4 days of 2-tank boat dives with world-renowned Stewart Cove's Dive Bahamas. Call Caradonna Dive Adventures to book your Bahamas Dive Week in Nassau, June 11th through 18th now at 1-800-328-2288 or go to caradonna.com. That's caradonna.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Scuba Radio. Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
A professional mermaid says unwanted advances from merverts is the worst part of the job. Just like that, you've been made aware of a new profession and its very serious problems and the word mervert.
Hey now.
Get my flippers on and go scuba diving.
Hey now.
Watch me get my goggles on and go scuba diving.
Hey now.
Scuba diving.
Hey now.
Watch me scuba diving.
Hey now.
East Coast. Watch me scuba diving.
Hey now.
West Coast. Watch me scuba diving.
Hey now.
Hey. West. You know I'm going scuba diving.
Hey now.
Dirty South. Watch me scuba diving.
Hey now.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ and Bubble Boy are in the studio with me. Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web. Barry the Bugger. We got Mermaid Rachel. Jerry the Diver Guy. Vinny Two Tanks. Dr. Doug is having some issues with his connection today. I'm not sure if we can get him or not, but I don't know. We got some storms in Florida, and I believe
He may be in cave country.
Well, he's either in cave country or he's in Lakeland, which happens to be
Didn't
the
look
lightning.
like he was at home in his normal room.
Yeah.
So
Well, Lakeland is the lightning capital of the world. Lakeland, Florida. You knew that, right?
I thought it was just this Central Florida in general.
No,
been
it's Lakeland.
pinpointed?
Actually, Lakeland, Florida is the lightning capital of the world. But I think you're right. I think he might be in cave country, and he has just a rough connection today. So if we can't establish that connection and get him on today, maybe we'll get him. Well, I see him. He just popped up on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Can you hear me, Dr. Doug, or no? He's frozen. He's frozen. And I don't hear him.
Just leave it. It's funny.
Well, okay. That's fine. It would be an upgrade compared to the other folks, other than, well, of course, Rachel.
Other than me.
Okay. All right. Jerry has been drinking again, but that's okay.
Nope.
It's happy hour somewhere. It's 5 o'clock. It's Scuba Radio happy hour, so he's allowed. It's fine. But yeah, maybe next week we'll get Dr. Doug if we can't establish the connection.
He's there now.
Again, can you hear me, Dr. Doug? No, I don't know. We see him, so it's a little distracting, but it's good. It adds some kind of like Gravitas.
It's like a painting. It's like someone made a nice oil painting and they just hung it on the wall. It's a portrait.
True.
Oh, he's sporting a
gone.
Shearwater shirt though.
Okay, well, that's good. So you want to comment on his attire there, Jerry?
No, he's getting some good advertisement. Shearwater.
Yeah, well, that's true. They just came out with a new version of two of their computers, the Perdix and I forget the other one. But just
good job,
a new.
Greg.
What do you mean?
I forget the other one.
Well, no, it's one of their
This is
older.
your source for dive information.
No, they just came out with a new upgraded version of two of their older model computers. You can check it out at shearwater.com. So there you go.
Figure it out yourself, losers.
Go to shearwater.com and you can see for yourself. See? That's what I did there. Vinny Two Tanks, big fan of ugly things in general. I mean, just look at Harry the Pumpkin. I mean,
He's still alive. That's amazing.
I've got some bad news. I found a spot of deterioration.
Oh, no!
He has cancer. Oh no!
Harry is going to be retired after the show.
Cut it off.
Oh, really?
Just cut it off. Maybe you can save him.
You know.
Okay, so just to back up a little bit, Harry the Pumpkin was grown shortly before this last Halloween and has lasted all the way, through June. And, has had quite a life. But you're telling me you're about ready to chuck him finally?
Yeah, I don't want it to start leaking on my
Yeah, because you can see Harry the
gross.
Pumpkin on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch on our video feed.
Vinny, I have an idea.
What's that?
Make a bong out of him.
What?
He would have wanted that.
That would be a gooey mess, wouldn't it? I don't think it would
No,
work.
if he hollows it out.
Where is Harry?
Harry the Bong.
I mean,
look at
Harry,
his face. He's never looked.
we've kind of adopted Harry as the Scuba Radio
There's
mascot.
a little spot on the backside where it's starting to.
Oh, that's called the what?
Wait,
Colon cancer.
Greg has a great dermatologist. I'm sure if you mail him over there,
I think we need a proctologist. Is what CJ just pointed out.
Oh,
so there's a small spot on his backside, on Harry's backside, and you're afraid that's going to do him in, huh?
Yeah.
So
I don't want it to leak. I don't want it to get nasty inside my house. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you plan to do? How are you going to send him off in pomp and circumstance and the whole thing, or
not graduating?
Stuffed inside him.
Going to do a burial at sea.
Dun, 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 dun,
No, I think I'm just going to use the green can.
The green can.
Burial at sea. Come on,
I have a green trash can. I have a blue recycle can.
Oh, you're going to recycle Harry into some other type of gourd,
You're
or
recycle him, at least cut him open and get the seeds out and replant him.
Yeah, save the children.
Yeah, well,
and then chunk him over the Venice Beach Pier.
Come on, you could do better than Greg did with his sea monkeys. He flushed them down the toilet.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't know.
Oh my God!
Could you chuck Harry the Pumpkin off of Sail Beach Pier there?
Oh yeah,
I could do it. I could do whatever I want to do, but that's.
Would they arrest you for that? I mean, isn't that
no? It's
frowned
California.
upon?
Anything goes.
Oh, is that?
Friggin' lawless over there.
Wait. If you stuff him full of sardines or some other kind of fish, then he'll become food for the fish out there.
Well, I think he's a pumpkin. He'd become food regardless.
Well, they're not necessarily vegetarians, so.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. A lot of fish will eat anything.
Yeah, they'll eat anything. Surely they'll eat hair.
With you, just go chunk him off the overpass.
Well, yeah, that's not
that man arrested for chucking a
that seems a very sad way to send Harry the Pumpkin off to the other side. I don't think
burial.
I have an idea.
Yeah, CJ.
I have an idea.
Yeah, what would it be?
Firecracker.
Yeah,
for the 4th of July. You think?
Blow him up.
Could he last for the next holiday? You think? I mean, by then. That little spot in the backside would be a nice big hole.
If you seal him up in a couple of really good bags, put him in your freezer, he'll last until July 4th.
That's right. Freeze him.
Then
cryogenically preserve Harry the Pumpkin.
Then take him out
like Walt Disney
on July 4th. Go get a firecracker.
Stick it up his
him in there,
beehole,
and then film it. Or we could do it live on the show. Is there a Saturday coming up that's close to July 4th?
Well, I think we get a live show on July 2nd.
Close enough.
Yeah. That would be a very patriotic way to send.
That
Also,
will be
Vinny,
July 2nd.
that's
Yeah.
the day after my birthday. I would love that that would be an awesome birthday present.
How do you feel?
Blow up Harry the Pumpkin.
Vinny, how do you feel about setting fireworks off in your home?
Not in the home. We'll do it outside.
Well, in a pumpkin, well.
Actually, in my neighborhood, I live in a neighborhood where people are just firework fanatics. They blow them off all year long.
Oh,
really?
Cool. So no problemo.
It's
like, hey,
someone with an M80 or
I got a pumpkin. I want to blow to bits.
You're close to Mexico. You can go get illegal fireworks.
True. Yeah.
Oh,
right.
you could go get the real M80s.
Yeah.
This sounds like a proper.
Jerry's already
But be
excited.
careful. I
Send
mean,
off.
take the proper precautions.
Yeah.
No.
Long fuse.
Throw
Get the hell out of there.
wind. Just light them.
We don't want Vinny getting hurt, but it would be cool to see.
The idea of seeing Vinny sprayed with pumpkin guts all over him live on the radio. I mean,
that's screaming and horror.
sounds like a rating bonanza.
Hey, get the slow-mo guys from YouTube.
Oh,
to
there you go.
Video it. There you go. Slow motion. As you
Run down to Mexico, get a real good M80 and drop it down inside of it.
Right.
It'll spray everywhere.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna have to dress him up a little bit, though, and turn Harry into the diver that we all know he is, because he is a mascot of Scuba Radio. So you got any miniature, scuba fins or like a mask you could put on him or anything like that, Vinny, that you could scrounge up between now and the 4th of July weekend?
I'll think about it.
Come on, Vinny.
If not, just run over Wally World and get the cheap kind.
You okay?
All right, two other ideas if you can't get a hold of the fireworks.
Oh, we're out of time.
Run them over in your car, film it,
there's that.
or
Okay.
just
that's
smash
gross.
them with a hammer like Gallagher.
Smash him with a hammer like Gallagher. Okay, he's not a watermelon. Give him a little respect, CJ. Will you?
No. We send them off big time.
Okay, we do. We blow him to bits.
Yes.
Live on the radio. More coming up.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Remember, you're swimming right now. Enjoy it. Don't grab for the water, man. Relax and just float. This is awesome.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. Wow, quite a dilemma popped up on the show. This wasn't planned. We realized that one of our Scuba Radio mascots, Harry the Pumpkin, Vinny Two Tanks, Pumpkin, Gord, I don't know.
Confidant, friend, lover. We don't know.
It is odd that he has a rotting hole on his backside, but I don't want to say anything more than that.
Kind of expected. I mean, he's pretty old.
He is.
For pumpkins, he's old.
In pumpkin years, he's like that translates to like 80 years
or more.
Like every month is a decade in human years for a pumpkin of this sort. And if
do
you
we
don't
have a
see
consensus? I mean, what do you think, Vinny? You think blowing it up would be the coolest, or?
It could be done. I mean, if I got motivated to do so, I could do it.
He's your squash friend, or a gourd, or I don't know, what is a pumpkin? Is it a part of the gourd?
It's a gourd.
It is gourd. Okay, Vinny would know.
Pumpkins are gourd.
He's closest to the pumpkin.
Should have named him Gordon.
Well, Harry, I don't know how it became Harry. Actually, Vinny just threw it out there. It was like that's what he called him.
Well, Harry,
right? One day.
Harry needs to.
I think he has hair on top of his head.
Does that, or is that a fungus? What is that, Vinny?
I decorated him.
He decorated Harry.
I decorated him.
He dressed him up. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
man.
see how bad the cancer looks.
Call the police.
Yeah, show us the cancer.
We need Dr. Doug
on
back
his backside.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I think we're gonna need a
Wait a minute, what's that
proctologist.
say?
Right there. There's a hole right there.
Oh.
It's starting to show.
Yeah.
Don't pick at it.
It might last till July.
Don't
Well,
pick
it
at it.
will. I think it'll last. It's just sad to see him go after all this time.
Yeah.
We were getting so accustomed to seeing Harry the Pumpkin behind Vinny Two Tanks, on his video closed caption.
Take a picture
feed.
of him and then put that in a frame, and then when he's gone, we can have the picture of Harry in the same spot. where
Well,
Harry would sit.
I think next October I'll just take another pumpkin painting course and make a new one.
I know, but it won't be the same.
Yeah,
It's not Harry.
You know,
you would
and if you
take something from the spawn of Harry the Pumpkin,
Yeah,
like
the
like
seeds.
pumpkin seed, yeah,
Got a
yeah,
yellow
and grow
squash.
a new Harry,
yeah,
yeah, clone him.
Harry Jr. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
It's gonna be very difficult to replicate
Harry
the
Connick
magic
Jr.
between Harry and Vinny. And you know, have I ever pointed out that divers have a tendency to be slightly twisted in this sense? And you know, this is
No
just
need.
one of
We
those-
all know this.
We're perfect examples. Other than Mermaid Rachel, she's the only normal one among the bunch.
You could cremate them in the oven.
Okay. That's sounds like Barry's getting hungry. He wants to turn Harry into some type of recipe. Pumpkin muffins, I don't know. It's really sad. And I apologize for Barry, Vinny, because I know that probably hurts. It probably hit a little too close to home.
Vinny
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Vinny probably can't even
really,
eat pumpkin pie.
It
at
really
this
doesn't
point.
bother me.
Yeah, just
I
like
just
the
can't
fish.
believe-
Just like the
can't
grouper. I can't eat grouper. You know, do you have a problem eating like pumpkin bread now and any, pumpkin pie? Do you have an issue like that, Vinny?
I'm just wondering if if any fan out there is a fan. I know I've got one fan for me. The guy told me he liked me. Remember?
Yeah, that's true. At the scuba show in Long Beach. Yeah, Vinny was recognized. He goes, "You're the guy.
He's
You're the guy
famous.
with the pumpkin."
You're the guy with the.
I couldn't believe it. The guy goes, "Oh yeah." He walks up to me. He goes, "You're Vinny, right?" I go, "What brings this up?" He goes, "Oh, I
What
listen to
brings
Scuba Radio." I go, "Really?" I go, "That's." I
You
find
think
that
we're
hard
just
to
doing this
believe.
for fun?
Yeah. Shocking.
I-
It is shocking, but Vinny is kind of a big deal.
But then some guy came up to Tom and did the same thing. So
Yeah, Tutu Tom got recognized as well as Vinny Two Tanks at
Yeah.
the scuba
Damn it,
show.
I
in
need
Long
a
Beach.
catchier name.
Catch whose name?
Beanie, the famous Two Tanks.
That's cool.
Yeah, Vinny Two Tanks. Yeah, just things happen. It's you become famous or notorious.
Infamous.
Okay,
Infamous.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah, you're the guy with the pumpkin. Is that what he said, Vinny? Yeah. No.
Call him Notorious Two Tanks.
no, he just said he didn't mention the pumpkin. He just said.
He didn't
just
mention
said-
Harry the
No,
pumpkin.
he didn't. That
Oh,
was a
so
joke.
Harry got slighted.
But now that I got mentioned, maybe Harry will be mentioned. We've been talking about him so much
That
we
may
could have-
explain that may explain the crazy face on Harry. He's a little annoyed that he hasn't become as infamous as Vinny Two Tanks.
He
It
said,
could
"You're the guy with the
possibly
blumpkin." Do not
Maybe
Google
all-
that.
Maybe all our listeners can start a letter writing campaign to save Vinny.
Well,
Say
it's
Vinny?
rotting,
Can
so there's
anyhow-
not much I
or
can
say
say.
What's
Harry.
wrong with Vinny?
Harry.
Yeah. Yeah, we were trying to save Harry.
Well-
We don't care about Vinny. It's like- No, we kid. No, actually, Vinny's getting ready to do some pretty intense diving, right? You're going to go where exactly, Vinny?
I'm going to. Well, I wanted to go take advantage of Bugfest again because that's my favorite thing to do. Go to
you wanted
Bugfest, but
right? And we're going to be talking more
unfortunately,
about that in a little bit.
I had a trip that I had a trip on one of your other sponsors of the show,
Explore Ventures, yeah.
to go to Indonesia, but it
Nice.
got canceled 2 years in a row because of COVID, and
Yeah.
now it's finally taking off, and it's going. It's going July 18th. I'm going to be.
Well,
in,
that's perfect timing because you could blow up Harry the Pumpkin and then head off to Indonesia. And,
Yeah.
You can go out with a bang.
and
Yeah, there you
spread
go.
his guts in the waters of Indonesia.
Once he blows them up, I mean,
There'll be a little bit of splatter here and there. You can
it's gonna be
scrape it
tough to
up,
clean up.
turn it into a powder kind of thing, put it in a little capsule thing, and then set
Or
him
you can
free
just dry him
on the
out.
other side of the world.
Smoking Beanie.
Smoke. You can smoke pumpkin.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can smoke anything.
You can make lattes
Okay.
out of them.
Vinny
May not
seems-
be good, but you could smoke it.
All right. Well, I
Make
didn't
you a
know.
pumpkin spice latte with them.
There you go.
All right. Yeah,
To
that's
be a rotted latte.
okay. Well, anyway, you have your mission if you choose to accept it.
Make sure you film it, and we got to see
film
the
it. We got to have film. Well, as far as the explosion part, we got to do that live on the show. And that would be that'd be something new that we've never done.
Can he log into his phone so it's mobile, or is that a laptop, or how do we get?
No,
sure.
I could actually. I have a laptop. I could actually go outside. And,
well, you could. You could put
be so awesome.
Shoot it in slow mo.
Yeah, I almost don't want to wait. I think we ought to maybe even do it today.
Could we?
Okay, I don't know.
Do it now.
Do you got anything that'd blow him up, Vinny?
I do, but I'm busy today.
Oh, of course, he's busy sitting here on ScubaRadio.
Actually, I'm getting together with Tom. Tom and I are getting together. His son. We're going to go into his son's graduation.
Ah, okay.
I'll be leaving the show a little early.
Vinny's too busy being famous.
Well, okay. Well, Tom,
while you're out there shopping, see while you're out there, see if you can get some fireworks for Vinny.
What it is to Tom's graduation?
Actually, I already have some M80 somewhere.
All right.
What are the odds?
No. Wait. Did you buy them in the U.S.?
They I think they're from Mexico.
Oh, there we go. The real deal.
Jerry's flying down there right now.
I haven't had a real M80 or a cherry bomb since probably the late 70s, early 80s. So,
that's a shot made up of what exactly?
If y'all remember the real cherry bombs, they were made out of plaster.
It's supposed to be like they say. I don't know if it's true. They say it's like an eighth of a stick of dynamite or something like that.
Real M80s are.
Yeah.
Well, to hear this crew talk about explosive devices and things, I have a feeling that we have just set off some alarms with Homeland Security.
What's new?
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time, unfortunately. But look, so we'll just leave that one live for now. But boy, I can't wait to blow up a pumpkin live on the radio. That's going to be a whole nother level of bull crapping we've never done here on the world's first radio show devoted to diving. So you have that to look forward to. And hour 2 coming up next. Stay close.
You want to stay in the know. If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio. This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.
Hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling your radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome to hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ and Bubble Boy are in the studio with me and connected via the web. We have the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad made up of Barry the Bugger, Vinny Two Tanks, Jerry the Diver Guy, Casey the Tobacco Nut, and, of course, Mermaid Rachel, who just got back from Mexico and a free diving competition. We're going to get in a little deeper into that in hour 2 here. We kind of got sidetracked with Ugly Fish and Harry the Pumpkin and all this crazy nonsense that has a tendency to, just distract me from the, more appropriate news. But we're going to refocus and redirect and
Would you like
get back
some
on track.
Scuba news?
No, I don't want anything from you, Casey. So just hold your horses.
I'll just go back to taking my nap.
No, you want to listen to this because we got Chiefy from Chiefy.net to talk about Bugfest first, and then we will get to you, I promise, Casey. So hang in there, you tobacco nut. You.
Casey with news you can use.
That's it. Yes, but no, we got Chiefy who is going to be doing his lobster seminar first day of Bugfest, July 26th. There at Lauderdale by the Sea. Chiefy, how you doing, buddy? What's going on?
I'm doing fantastic, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm excited.
Are you?
This is the 10th. That's the 10th anniversary of Bugfest.
That's right. Absolutely.
Can you believe it?
I cannot believe it's been that many years already. Yeah.
I remember when Steve Devo put us together.
Yeah.
Way back when.
Right.
And,
you've cursed his name ever since. No, I'm kidding. Yes. No, he did.
Oh, this is great.
It was a great time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they put out the red carpet. They really want to be known as, which is great, the Florida shore dive capital of the. Well, they talk about it being the world, but I'll go Florida anyway.
Yeah. It's Florida's shore diving capital for sure. Lauderdale by the Sea, right there.
I'm with you. I'm with you. And they really do a great job. They really upped their game.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, I'm sure promises to be some great stuff because 10-year anniversary, they're killing it. And we're going to kill it because there's a lot of lobster out there, buddy.
Well, we're going to kill them and eat them.
Yeah.
The lobsters are kind of ugly. So, we don't care about them. We want to eat them. And they're so tasty. I will say someone sent me a picture this week of a rainbow lobster. At first, I thought this was a joke for, Pride Month or something. What? A rainbow? But it really is a thing. And it's one of the most colorful lobsters. It's a rock lobster. Look it up online, rainbow lobster. It is one of the coolest looking lobsters you've ever seen. I'll show the guys here in the studio.
Where do they live?
In the ocean. See, look at that lobster right there.
He's good at everything. Listen, mini season is for us. The recreational diver, buddy.
Right.
All right.
That's right.
The good news is where we are, which is Broward County, Lauderdale by the Sea, we can get double the limit. So the normal limit of 6, we can get 12.
Nice.
So all these people that want to go to the Keys, well, that's great. But guess what? Come to Lauderdale by the Sea. It's Florida's biggest lobster mini season dive party. And you're going to be there. Come on.
Yes.
What the heck? Oh, wait a minute.
Well, don't let that keep you.
Are you going to have Rachel the mermaid there? That's all I want.
Well, I don't know. Rachel, what do you think? You want to come out for Bugfest? I mean, she's out there in California. It's a bit of a haul to come out. How do you feel about lobster, Rachel? How do you?
Well, I definitely love eating lobster. It just depends on the time. But I mean, if there's a way to swing it, that would be super cool. I love Florida. I love that area. I used to work on a sailboat out that way.
Oh, there you go.
Fort
Well, there you
Lauderdale's
go.
beautiful.
If we can get Mermaid Rachel or Kristen or any one of the mermaid members.
We need a mermaid.
Yeah,
Great. We need a mermaid.
I was thinking, despite the fact that lobsters are a little bit more on the ugly side, they actually do have as one of the categories. I assume they'll do it again this year, like the ugliest or prettiest lobster.
Oh,
right.
I don't know about that. That you're gonna have to check with Debbie now. She's taken over for Steve. Steve retired.
I understand.
I was worried, that we weren't going to do this.
Yeah.
And but doggone the 10-year anniversary, we got to celebrate.
Well, that's true. Maybe they'll have that category, or maybe we need to just start a whole new thing. I mean, it's great to have mermaids, and we need to have mermaids, but maybe we need to do a Miss Lobster competition.
Now you're getting in trouble.
Yeah,
okay?
that is true.
You're
That
getting
is.
me in trouble, okay?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to kick it off Tuesday night, which will be
July 26th. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll do a little seminar on how to catch lobster and all that other good stuff.
Right.
And then we have a pool party right there. I mean,
At the Plunge Beach Hotel, right?
The Plunge, it's absolutely gorgeous.
It is.
I absolutely love it.
PlungeBeachHotel.com, by the way. Go there. There is a special Bugfest rate. We have the instructions right there at ScubaRadio.com. But if you call them up, and once again, there's a post at ScubaRadio.com and shows you how to book the room, and get the Bugfest rate online, or call them up. You got to call a special number and ask for it. But it's a very good discount actually for Bugfest, and it's the best place to spend, like you said, Florida Lobster mini season, which is Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah.
And Thursday, right? You can get 12 per person per day. So I mean, that's the goal, right? And we've been listen. Last year it was kind of a good year for us because it just stayed really, really steady. So my take on this is the guys in the Keys, the commercial guys, they didn't really do much, right? They kind of, money was in the stone crab, so they really were harvesting them. And they really weren't harvesting the lobsters. So guess what? That paid dividends for us.
That's right.
We were loaded. We got our limit every time we would go out, even right on up to March the 31st. So it was great. We had a great season.
Yeah. Chiefy he's the lobster catching guru. He wrote the book on catching lobsters. And you check it out at chiefy.net. Second edition. And you can order it.
Second edition.
Yeah, Catching the Bug right there at chiefy.net. And you can go there and get all the links to where he sells the book. Even get an autograph book. Or come to the Bugfest and he'll probably even sign one for you right there, right?
I give away 5 books during my seminar.
Well, we don't care about the book. What we want is the location of the lobsters. That's what I try to get out of him every single year. And then he tells me to go pack sand. So
Greg, it's funny. The Chiefy crew, that's the same crew that we've had every year for the last 25 years.
Yeah.
And you got to die or you got to move out to get a spot opened up.
Okay, so I got to wait for someone to die before I can go out with you guys.
Yeah. But we can make an exception. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. A lot of my crew are very familiar with explosive devices. Evidently, we found out in hour 1. So I might have an entire staff that could assist with this process.
We can assist with that.
Yes, we can.
How many slots would you like to open, Greg?
Oh, hey. Okay.
We actually have a bomb expert from the sheriff's office.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a little bit of
you never know when you need to have a bomb defused.
Okay, well, this is true. All right, there you go. See, it's going to be a good time for Bugfest by the Sea this year at Lauderdale by the Sea. Check them out, chiefy.net. More coming up.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
It's better in the Bahamas. Want proof? Book Bahama Dive Week in Nassau, June 11th through the 18th. Caradonna Dive Adventures is your connection for this 6-night stay at the all-inclusive Breezes Bahamas, where you'll enjoy excellent prices on accommodations and 4 days of 2-tank boat dives with world-renowned Stewart Cove's Dive Bahamas. Call Caradonna Dive Adventures to book your Bahamas Dive Week in Nassau, June 11th through 18th now at 1-800-328-2288 or go to caradonna.com. That's caradonna.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer, and Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Taric is the best, most intuitive, and reliable wristwatch-sized dive computer on the market. Check it out in the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of ScubaRadio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures ScubaRadio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, my name is Lisette, and I will be your bartender at Titico Bar in Saba. Come on and sit me, but until then, keep listening to Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. And now, here is a one-sexy man, Ray, the dive master.
There you go. There you go. You only took 3 drinks and 2 tequila shots.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, this is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, CJ and Bubble Boy in the studio with me, and then connected via the web, Scuba Radio Scuba Squad, with some pyrotechnic experience, evidently. Barry the Bugger. We got Vinny Two Tanks, Jerry the Diver Guy, Casey the Tobacco Nut. And I guess he uses his cigar to light the pyrotechnics. And
Actually, I do.
yeah, see, so he has a use. It's not all just kicking back, smoking on a stogie with when it comes to Casey. And then we got Mermaid Rachel with us as well, who just got back from Mexico and a free diving competition. I want to learn more about that. But I guess I need to ask what's up with Casey, because he said he had some kind of news or something that he wanted to share in particular, or what?
We got Lobster Fest coming up, but then July 1st, scallop season open.
Oh, yes. Those are tasty little morsels as well.
Yes.
Right. They're not as colorful. They're kind of ugly, these scallops, so might as well eat them.
I don't know. They may be rainbow. I don't know.
I don't think there's any such thing as a rainbow scallop. There is a such thing as a rainbow lobster.
Rainbow trout.
And Brittany will eat those raw.
Brittany, the aqua gypsy, does like. She has eaten scallops.
Nasty.
Why?
Scallops do have blue eyes, though.
Do they?
What?
Yeah.
They have eyes? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't recall this, but
they have eyes on the end of all those little stalks. Is an eye.
Is that what it is?
Have you been smoking out of Vinny's pumpkin?
Hey, now. Might have been smoking.
I have my own specially rolled cigars.
Well, okay.
Clearly.
From Mexico.
And they, they have these little hairy filaments around the edge of the clam-looking
Yes.
scallop.
And on the end of those is an eye.
Really? It's an
Yes.
eye. Are you telling the truth? Because I don't know if I believe them.
They see you coming, and then that's when they start scooting away.
So that would have to be like, hundreds of eyes. There's a lot of little hairy filaments on the edge of a
Well, I don't know
scallop,
that
isn't
it's
there?
hundreds, but it's
quite a bit.
Multiple eyes, yes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the cost of glasses for them?
Barry, really?
Well,
let it
lot of
die.
eyes.
Let it die.
Absolute
Cruel,
silence.
slow
That's
death.
bad.
Okay. But, all right. Well, if you say so, Casey, I guess. I never thought
But
those
anyway,
were
that
eyes.
opens up July 1st, so that's something else we can plan a road trip.
All right. Well, or you just go catch a bucket of them, because that's how you have a gallon. Isn't it a gallon per boat or gallon per diver?
Yeah, it varies. It's so much per if they're shelled, so much if they're cleaned.
Yeah. I say just go catch a bunch and bring them over to us here in Orlando.
Now, do you need a special license like you do for lobster?
Yes.
For scallops?
Well, just saltwater fishing license in Florida.
Saltwater fishing. Yeah.
And that's it, though, right? It's just
That's it.
It's just considered like another fish.
Okay,
even
well,
though
I'll
it's
have that because you have to have that to add your lobster.
Your
to it.
hands,
Okay.
mesh net, bag, and a bucket. That's it.
Yeah.
Now, how deep? Do you got a
clean 'em.
scuba or you just snorkel?
No. You're only in, say, 3 to 10 foot of water. So it's just a
Okay,
quickie.
so full dive gear.
It's up to you if you want to.
Dr. Doug's rebreather, it'd probably be good.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to. That is true. But if you want to, I mean, I can understand, the fun part.
Think
of
how long you could make a tank last in 3 feet of water.
Well, you could last indefinitely if you were free diving, like Mermaid Rachel. I mean, 3-4 feet ain't nothing to miss.
I'm pretty sure I could do
120.
3 feet.
It's my death limit.
Your death limit?
Yeah, death.
Oh, okay.
Is
Listen,
that mental
Greg, listen.
depth?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know. Scallops are tasty though, but the only
I
problem
love
is
scallops.
you do have to, you got to catch a lot of them. A big old gallon bucket full of scallops. I mean, I don't know.
But yeah, these are bay scallops, so they're very small.
Right.
They're only
You don't
about
get
the
a ton
size
of meat.
Silver dollar.
And you gotta clean a lot of snot out of those shells to get to the nugget of gold that you want to get
The
to.
trick is opening the shell and just
Sucking
cleaning
out all the goo
river.
and getting
don't suck it out with a vacuum like you did.
like
No.
the shop vac technique. You're not a fan,
Well,
or
then you
you're
have
just
to
not a fan of
designate-
cleaning the shop vac
Yeah,
after
you have to designate somebody to clean it afterwards. And
Barry.
Return it to Walmart.
We found a job for Barry.
Thank you.
Barry,
You may even put lipstick on to do it.
Barry.
No, I'm not using your lipstick,
The
Jerry.
scallop
That's not
sucker.
convenient. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
oh, here we go.
What?
I'm not
Yeah,
going
it could
there.
be
Nope.
that could be another like superhero for a diver. Yeah, who wants to take on the moniker of scallop sucker? CJ? No. Jerry?
Nope.
Yep.
Hey,
I
maybe that could be a contest at DEMA for the people to win prizes.
Who sucks the most?
I like it.
Okay. All right. It could be something. Or maybe we do it at Bugfest. We don't need to wait till November for DEMA. I mean, a lot,
Well, if
you know.
do it at Bugfest, you'll be harvesting them out of season.
Why?
What, season's 2 weeks?
He just
Yeah.
said July 1st. It doesn't start till July 1st.
Right.
Yeah.
It's only a
Bugfest
few
is the
weeks
end of
long.
July.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was thinking
Yeah,
of the
you're
lobster.
wrong.
I was eager.
What day is
eager
today?
For the lobster.
Where are we?
Oh,
What planet
golly.
is this?
I just woke up from a nap.
Yeah. Wrong. So anyway, I don't know, Rachel, are you a fan of the scallop? Do you like scallops?
I
mean,
am.
yeah, well,
I absolutely love scallops. I like eating pretty much anything.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, if
Well,
it's edible, I'll eat it.
Yeah, well, mermaids are not they're not finicky eaters. And
yeah, I'd say I'm an omnivore.
I like it.
They eat starfish whole.
Really? Wow, that seems like that would hurt on its way down, you know.
On the way
I
down,
like
just
uni.
think
Has
about it
anybody
coming
ever
out.
eaten uni fresh? Like dive down, grab that, and eat it.
Yeah, you're a sushi kind of person, or no?
Oh
Like-
yeah, absolutely. And
Okay.
in Vegas, it's all of the most delicious all-you-can-eat sushi. Sounds really gross because you're in the desert, but in all reality, they fly some pretty high-quality fish out here.
Nice.
Really? Wow. What you're talking about, Vegas?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's
Okay.
where I currently am.
All right. Well, that she's making me hungry. But I never really considered scallops a form of sushi until Brittany did it.
I wouldn't. I
Yeah.
like them.
Well, she basically just took the bet. She really wasn't planning to eat it as sushi. I think someone just said, "Hey, eat one raw. Tell us what it's like."
Enjoy your intense stomach cramps.
And she did it. She took the bet. We haven't heard from her since. So, no, I kid. She still talks to us every now and then. All right, more coming up. Stay close.
Scuba Radio.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, I'm Captain Slate from Captain Slate's Atlantis Dive Center in Florida, and you're listening to my good buddy and dive pal, Greg the Dive Master, from the world's first radio show devoted to diving, Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio. I love it.
All right. Thank you, Captain Slate. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ and Bubble Boy are in the studio with me. And by the way, you can see this on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. The treasure chest. You see the treasure chest right there next to CJ?
I do.
That was compliments of Mermaid Rachel. And if you're good, boys, you'll be able to reach inside the treasure chest and get a prize after today's show.
What the hell is this, Bozo the Clown?
No, it's a dentist office thing. Thought I'd incorporate it into like a little treat.
It's a new toothbrush.
Nope, it's not a toothbrush.
Floss.
No.
Butt floss.
Well,
crotch strap.
Crotch strop.
You'll find out at the end of the show if you're good.
What is good? Define good.
I just wanted to, put this extra incentive for doing the show.
Have we been good so far, or have we blown it?
Well, Mermaid Rachel, I guess I'll let her decide because treasure chest was sent by her.
This isn't fair. I didn't know I was going to be judged on my behavior.
You're judged every week.
You're telling me
CJ.
this now. We've got like 25 minutes left.
Yeah. What do you think, Rachel? Have they been good so far? Are they earning their?
We'll see. We have about 20 more minutes to go.
Okay. Casey says no. Casey is feeling.
Screw Casey.
See, that's very, very bad.
Okay.
I mean, discount his opinion.
Okay.
Hey,
we'll
I
do
have a
that.
question, fearless leader.
Okay, go ahead, Casey. Why not?
I'm headed to Iceland here in another half a month.
Okay, so you've been deported, and the problem is what?
I would like some Scuba Radio swag to slap up around Iceland and let them know we're here.
Okay.
I'm the only one that has the stickers.
That's right. Talk to Barry.
Snickers.
Talk to Barry the bugger.
Stickers.
He'll give you some Scuba Radio stickers.
I need some stickers.
Or maybe he'll let
word.
you. Maybe since you're going to Iceland, you're going to need. Maybe you can borrow his watch cap.
No.
It has a reservoir in the top of it.
That or his thermal underwear.
Or both.
Iceland's great,
I'm
Greg.
not going there.
Start sweet talking, and you never know. Then,
But I already have my Jacques Cousteau watch cap.
Oh, you already have one of those. Okay.
Yes.
But you don't have
I did give them out to a lot of the squad.
Yes.
You threw it on the floor.
Whether we
Greg.
asked for it or not.
Yeah.
Are you going to scuba dive the Sulphur Fissure?
Say it again, Rachel. What'd you say?
Are you going to be scuba diving the Sulphur Fissure while you're there?
Aha.
I'm going to look into it. I'm not sure what our plans are as far as the tour and all that goes, but I'm definitely going to stop by. And
Yeah. Well, we might have to clarify because Vinny just went to the restroom to check his Silver Fisher, and I don't think it was the same thing that we're discussing about what is in Iceland.
Yes, if I have time, I'm going to. Well, you don't really dive it; you snorkel the ravine. But
Okay,
that's definitely on my plan.
just so we're clear, the silver fisher are two major land masses that come together in Iceland, right, Rachel? And
yeah, that's correct. And they,
yes.
I think, if I remember correctly, they drift apart about 2 to 3 millimeters every year.
Cool.
So it's where two continental plates meet, and they're slowly drifting apart. But it has some of the best visibility that I've seen, and it's definitely on the bucket list. So I hope you
Basically
get to
crystal
go.
clear.
Yeah.
You need
we
a
need
dry
to go.
suit for that.
We need to
The
go,
Scuba
Greg.
Cowboy dove that.
That's right. He did. Him and his daughter Tiffany did the Iceland dive. Yeah, but I believe it's pretty cold too, isn't it? Or do we know?
Yeah, it's definitely dry suit.
Yeah. Do you even know what kind of water temps you're going to be experiencing when you go there,
I want to
Casey?
say when I looked into it, somewhere around 48 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Holy Crap.
Okay.
So Jerry's not going to do it. But
Nope.
I'm going to look into it. If I have
I'm not doing
time,
it.
I'm going to try and do it. But I'll definitely get some pictures and let have tales to tell when I come back to Scuba Radio.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. Rachel, have you been there? You seem to be familiar with it. Have you
Well,
been
it
there?
was definitely on the bucket list. I've been to Iceland, but the last time I was there, it was just on a layover, and we went around hitting up different hot springs in the area.
Right.
So one of these times, I'd like to go back, and that's on the bucket list.
But they call it the Iceland Fisher. Is that what it is again? Casey?
It's called the Silver Fissure.
The Silver Fisher.
Yeah.
The Silver Fisher.
SILFRA, I believe.
Okay. I don't like the name of that.
Like sulfur fisher.
Okay. I didn't really think of it that way, but the Silver Fisher just doesn't sound like you should. The what?
Is it Iceland?
Yeah.
Is it Iceland very volcanic?
It's 100% volcanic. Matter of fact,
well, I mean,
they
it's got like
just had one of their volcanoes stopped erupting like 6 months ago.
Yeah, and it's very icy there. I'm guessing because it's Iceland.
Yeah, there's full of
ice.
Ice.
Yeah.
full of ice.
Duh.
We've got one tour to snowmobile on a glacier. So
Right, but you are going to dive the Fisher.
I'm going to look into it.
If you get all the way there and don't,
Yeah.
come on.
That's like.
Do you have a dry suit?
Well, which one of you would like to go in the 48-degree water with
I'm
me?
not going
Oh,
there.
see Rachel raising her hand,
Yeah.
and
yeah, but
Barry's
you know-
pointing back.
You know, it's you and me,
I'm pointing
Rachel.
at
They're
Rachel.
They're not jumping into this deal.
I go.
Well,
Oh my gosh, I totally would. That'd be amazing.
yeah. See, you guys are a bunch
If
of
I
wusses.
was traveling there, I would.
Yeah. Well, exactly. If you went to
Well,
Iceland, I think.
I'm gonna see if I have time. I have other places I have to go to.
Okay. Well,
I'm
yeah.
a busy guy.
So we
You
can
are.
go on snowmobile
Iceland
radio
can't
and talk
be
about
that
it.
That's right. He's too good for us. He has to go be a landlubber.
Lubber.
Okay.
Important that I distribute my cigars equally among the masses.
Oh no, well that's fine. He's sharing his love of cigars and stuff with the world. The Icelanders, that's what they are, aren't they? They'll
Yeah.
appreciate that effort, I think.
He'll
And,
come back as a Viking.
and they'll show you their fishers.
I'll come back as a what, Jerry?
As a Viking.
A
As a
Vicodin.
Viking?
Viking.
Yeah.
Not
What
a
kind of
vodka.
critters?
Viking.
But what kind of critters habitate that?
Inhabitate.
The oceans
The
are
fishers
inhabited by whales.
Are they? There's no
and
whales.
dolphins
Narwhals.
and the
Narwhals.
small fishes.
No.
Cod.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they have a whole lot of marine life in that thing. Do they, or do they?
In the silver fisher.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm imagining they'll have assorted fishes.
He won't know. He's not going to
I
dive
mean, it's
it.
just literally a crack in the. It's like swimming up a gulch.
Swimming up a gulch. Or it's like Paul Bunyan's butt crack. Think of it that way.
I'd
Do we
rather
have
not.
to?
I smell sulfur. I smell sulfur.
Boy, it got quiet all of a sudden.
You guys, I swear, you guys are silly. Oh, gosh.
You and your
Stop
dad
using
jokes.
my joke writer.
Hey, the best part is there's puffins.
Okay, yeah,
Oh.
they get those birds and things in Iceland. Yeah, no,
Yes.
I've heard a lot of people talk about that dive because the two land masses, aren't they like two continents or something too? So it's a very
Think
unique
it-
thing. It's like
Didn't we
Yeah,
already
it's two
go over
tectonic
that?
plates,
Right.
which are
She just
separated.
explained what it was like 10 minutes ago.
well, no, but I'm saying
Greg has a short lifespan
no,
of
it's which
memory.
continent, which continents though that are up
Incontinent.
against each other's. What is
I'm
it?
sorry, I don't know the continent.
East Iceland and West Iceland.
Oh boy, the left butt cheek of Iceland, the right butt cheek of Iceland.
There you go.
Okay,
Why you got to make it ass-centric?
I saw what you did there. Yeah. Okay. Well, are we out of time yet?
We've only got
damn.
17 minutes left.
All right, we'll muddle through.
Not quite. 16 more minutes.
Okay, all right, we'll keep working.
Oh my God, the
Stay
PA
close.
system
More
comes
coming up on the
back.
world's first radio show devoted to
God
diving.
help us. This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio,
Scuba Radio,
the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
He's Greg the Dive Master.
Dad, you defy your monster!
The show is a disaster.
Total headbands!
He's Greg the Dive Master. Dive Master. Dive Master. Dive Master.
Master's my friend.
I'm not. Hello, fishies.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. There is a story I want to end the show with today that is kind of like one of those little tidbits that illustrates when you should not do what these people have done. Or you find a trait that you have. Well, let me ask everybody.
A cautionary tale.
Yeah. Or, does anybody sleepwalk as part of our crew? Have you guys ever caught
I
yourself
used to when I was young, but I
Really?
don't anymore. Yeah.
Okay. Barry, what say you? Ever sleepwalked? No, he's never sleepwalked.
No,
Jerry,
I've never sleepwalked.
Casey, Rachel, you've never sleepwalked, have you?
No sleepwalking. Snore like a bear, but no sleepwalking.
Okay.
I have been in the room with somebody that actually sleepwalked.
No, really? Okay.
Yeah, they-
well,
The
Done
golden
other things
poltergeist.
also.
yeah, we don't want to hear about that.
Golden poltergeist.
Yeah, okay. That's a whole different thing. But no, there's a guy who was a fisherman. And one of the traits that you don't want to have if you're a fisherman, especially a commercial fisherman, where you go out overnight on a boat and fish for several nights in a row, is sleepwalk. Because he started sleepwalking in the middle of the night and walked right off the boat.
Oh, awesome.
Well, you would wake up pretty quick.
Well, he did, but the boat was moving and left him in its wake, and he ended up drifting at sea for 6 hours.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But he claims he is his past experiences as a water poloist. Is that a thing? He liked to do water polo in high school on a team. He said because of that background that he had, he was able to survive in the ocean for 6 hours.
Even without the ball.
Without the ball. I don't know if he imagined,
Wilson!
Exactly. He could have. But he did survive to tell his tale, which when you think and you read the story, like, I think it would have made up a better story than I walked off the boat, fishing boat. Being probed by aliens would be a better story than that, wouldn't it? I'm just saying. I mean, I sleptwalk and I walked right off the boat and almost died. I don't think I'd
Some
be
people
proud
tell
to
the
share
truth,
that one.
Greg.
Maybe he was probed by mermen.
Is this the week where you're just talking about all this anal stuff?
Barry's is just His wishful thoughts have just come out again.
We often hear what we want to hear.
That's all we've heard today.
I guess all I can say to you, Barry, is you're welcome.
And I mean, from the
just stop it.
pumpkin
Okay,
getting a
that's enough.
colonoscopy.
That is enough. That is enough out of you.
God.
Yeah. But sleepwalking, not a big, that probably is not something you want to have happen. And the only reason I bring it up is I go on liveaboard trips all the time, and I've never, considered somebody having an issue with sleepwalking. And should that be a question like on your release that you have to say, hey, do you sleepwalk? No. Okay, good. Come on aboard. But if you are prone to sleepwalking, being on a liveaboard dive boat would probably not be the best option for you.
Yeah, but Greg, I mean, like the last one me and you were on, it was like everybody was dead to the world at the end of the night. I mean,
well, yeah, they get up in the middle of the night if they sleepwalk though, and just walk right off the dive platform. Time for a dive.
I don't know. You're not awake though, so how could you navigate the new passageway and I don't know. It just seems like you'd walk into a lot of stuff.
But usually, if you're really tired and sleepy, and you're not going to get up and walk.
Well,
seems like it's restlessness.
But that's when they walk. No, they walk when they're sound asleep. It's like a dream, active dream.
Hence the term sleepwalking.
Well,
Correct,
yeah, duh, but still.
Okay.
Come on, Barry.
Barry, what are you waking up Barry for? He was sleep talking.
Yeah, no. I'm making sure I have everything set up so they can get their stickers.
Okay. All right.
These things, that you don't have anymore.
Yeah, you forget that Barry's
Why does Barry have all those?
Well, and you forget Barry's 20 minutes behind.
Oh, that's right.
Because Barry stuck his hand into the big stuff of stickers that he had before he got rid of them all.
Okay. We have no idea what Barry's talking about right now, but that's okay.
He's hoarding all your old stickers.
He is.
All these stickers are going to Iceland.
Oh, okay. You're going to send Casey some stickers.
And also to Jerry. He said he needed some.
All right. Well, that's fine. Okay. But I don't know. You don't think sleepwalking should be a precursor to not being able to go on a liveaboard boat, or should?
Something to look at.
Yeah. I mean, I just, you see this story, and that would
just tie him down.
That'd be a terrible way to ruin your dive vacation. That, halfway through the week, someone sleptwalked right off the boat. We had to turn around and come back.
Yeah, unless you want to tread water for 6 hours.
Yeah.
That's good exercise.
Or you're a mermaid and you'd just be going home to visit your family.
What's worse, Greg, sleepwalking or snoring?
It depends on who you're talking about.
Depends on who it is.
Yeah, the passengers snoring. The sleepwalking for the sleepwalker, I think, is going to get the short end of that stick. You think?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. All right. Well,
we finished up that hour.
No, we still got several minutes to go. So start tapping. Start dancing.
7 minutes.
Yeah. No, you know what? I wanted to get much deeper into free diving, but I think we're going to have to wait till next week because Mermaid Rachel is a free diving instructor. And I kind of wanted to explore that whole world a little bit more in depth. And maybe we need to do this next Saturday for the show.
What do you got for the next 7 minutes?
Well, no, we're going to wait till next week. We can tease it. This is what we call a tease in the biz. There, CJ, you know this. Come on, Carly, get with the program. And or should what is it again? Conrad? What did we say your name was again?
Conrad.
No, what was it?
Comrade.
No, Connor Jackson. What do we? He came up with a new name.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Well, we're dredging out that 7 minutes.
Forget that was in the keys.
Calico Jack.
No, it was. He came up. He came up with a new name for himself.
No, you did.
Oh yeah, what was it again?
Cock Johnson.
Oh, that's what it was.
It was inspired by a rooster.
Of course, duh. Okay, so Cock Johnson, get with the program, will you?
So
I'm trying to help you talk about something interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a chicken thing, yeah. But anyway, no, we'll talk about the free diving stuff because I want to talk about how going through a free diving course with like Mermaid Rachel as your freediving instructor would make you a better scuba diver, because it will, I believe. Won't it, Rachel? Are you back me up on that or what?
I could say that it could help with your air consumption.
Yeah.
So that might be something. Have you noticed that since taking your freediving course?
Oh, hell yeah. I thought it made
me.
it just made me a better diver all the way around. I mean, of course, it's totally different because we're told not to hold our breath, and you kind of have to if you're free diving. But still, as far as swimming around in the water column, I think it just makes you a little bit more aware of how streamlined you can be and at one with nature. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, she agrees. We'll go with that. So we'll get a little deeper in with some free diving stuff next week on the show.
Next week for the adventures of Cock Johnson.
Same cock time, same cock channel.
Okay, all right. I kind of like Curly Johnson, actually.
Follow
the
Cock
original.
Johnson goes freediving.
Yeah. All right.
Put a little
Anyway,
lipstick on him.
we're out of time, so let's just wrap it up. Till next time, remember, it's always better where, gang?
Down where it's wetter.
Safe diving, everyone.
If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go!
Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.